Last night, something profound happened. While the world was asleep and your body rested, an unseen energy entered your space. An angel, divine and luminous, stood silently beside your bed. This was not a dream. This was not your imagination. Archangel Michael wants you to understand, it was a message, a sign, a sacred moment. So many people ignore these gentle visitations, brushing them off as sleep illusions. But you felt it. That warmth. That quiet stillness. That sudden wave of calm that made no sense. That was the angel's presence. Archangel Michael, the protector of truth and light, reveals that when an angel stands beside your bed, especially in the still hours of the night, it means something divine is being communicated to your soul. Your spirit is being touched, awakened, reminded. Angels do not appear without reason. Their presence is deliberate, their timing precise. Last night, your soul called out silently, and heaven answered. You may have been overwhelmed lately, feeling drained or lost. You may have been asking questions in your heart, about life, about pain, about why you feel so disconnected. The angel that appeared wasn't just offering comfort, it was responding to those silent prayers. In your sleep, your mind quiets, and the noise of the world disappears. That is when the spirit realm whispers loudest. Archangel Michael wants you to know that the angel was sent to remind you, you are not alone, not forgotten, and not without guidance. Sometimes, the angel will not say a word. It will just stand there. Watching. Radiating love. Shielding you. It's during those moments that your energy is being realigned. Old pain is being lifted. Spiritual burdens are being healed without your conscious knowing. Archangel Michael says the angel may have touched your forehead or rested near your heart. If you woke up feeling strange, either deeply emotional, unusually peaceful, or suddenly inspired, that was the afterglow of the angel's presence. It leaves a signature on your soul. Many dismiss these experiences because they can't be proven or explained. But Archangel Michael speaks directly to the heart, not the mind. You didn't imagine the warmth. You didn't imagine that pulse of serenity. You were visited for a reason. The angel's presence last night was not random. It was meant to awaken your inner sight, to prepare you for something ahead, and to protect you from unseen forces trying to block your path. If you've been facing unusual delays, constant emotional heaviness, or sudden waves of fear, you were not imagining those either. Archangel Michael says there are energies in the unseen world that move against light. But when a soul becomes too weary, God sends an angel to cover them. You were chosen to be guarded. You were chosen to be awakened at the right time. The angel stood over your bed not just to watch, but to act, clearing away spiritual blockages, recalibrating your destiny, aligning your heart back with divine truth. This angel didn't just come and go. It left a presence in your room. That's why, even now, you may sense something different in your space. A strange quiet. A subtle shift. You might notice more vivid dreams, repeating numbers, a deeper desire to change certain habits, or even bursts of creativity. These are all echoes of the angel's message. Archangel Michael says, your life is being redirected, and the angel's visit was the first step in a larger divine plan that's now in motion. You are entering a season where silence will become sacred. Where stillness will speak louder than noise. Archangel Michael reveals that in the coming days, you will begin to remember more of your soul's truth. The angelic presence last night was sent to prepare your heart to hear. You will feel more sensitive to the energies around you, more drawn to light, and less tolerant of spiritual noise. All of this is by design. There is something about you that heaven recognizes. That's why the angel came to you. Not to someone else, but to you. You are not ordinary. Your pain is not wasted. Your story is not unseen. The angel stood beside your bed because a breakthrough is near. And your spirit needed to be reminded of its strength before it arrives. Archangel Michael has seen what you've been carrying. And now, heaven has begun the process of releasing it. The visitation was just the beginning. Now the signs will follow. They may show up in unexpected ways, a feather where it doesn't belong, a strange flicker of light, a feeling that someone is watching over you when no one is there. Trust these moments. These are confirmations. These are love notes from the angel who stood by you last night. You are being divinely watched, protected, and guided, and the message is clear. Something powerful is unfolding in your life, and heaven has already stepped in to make sure you don't miss it. And now, as the spiritual atmosphere around you continues to shift, you may notice that certain people begin to fall away from your life. Relationships that once felt important might suddenly feel distant. Conversations may seem hollow, and you might begin craving deeper truth, more authenticity, and real spiritual connection. Archangel Michael says this is not a coincidence, this is divine refinement. When an angel visits in such a sacred moment, it's often a sign that a spiritual upgrade is underway. What no longer aligns with your soul's journey will begin to dissolve. Not as punishment, but as protection. The angel who stood over your bed did more than just visit, it initiated a process. In the spiritual world, the presence of an angel means healing has begun at levels you cannot yet understand. Old traumas stored deep in your energy field are being softened. Negative attachments are being released. There's a spiritual light shining through you now, and it's attracting divine support while repelling lower vibrations. You may feel more tired than usual. That's okay. Your soul is recalibrating to higher frequencies. Archangel Michael wants you to notice how your intuition sharpens in the days ahead. You might begin sensing things before they happen. You may pick up on people's true intentions more clearly. You may even find yourself waking up at specific times during the night, often between 2 and 4 a.m. These are not accidents. This is the angelic realm gently nudging your awareness. The same angel who stood beside you is still connected to you, watching and whispering from the unseen realm. You may feel bursts of emotion that come out of nowhere, tears, joy, deep peace, or even sudden gratitude. These are emotional clearings triggered by the angel's visit. Your soul is releasing layers of grief, fear, and fatigue it no longer needs to carry. In this sacred space, you are being spiritually cleaned, not by force, but by love. Archangel Michael says this cleansing is essential for the next season of your life. You're being prepared for something greater, something that requires a purer heart and a clearer vision. Look for light in unexpected places. A song on the radio with lyrics that feel too personal. A stranger's kind word that brings you peace. A sudden insight during a quiet moment. These are not random. They are confirmations that the angel's energy still surrounds you. Archangel Michael emphasizes that the angel's presence last night was the beginning of a conversation, a divine dialogue between your soul and the heavens. As your spirit opens, you may begin to feel drawn toward things you once ignored, spiritual books, quiet walks in nature, solitude, or prayer. The desire to understand your true path will grow stronger. This is the work of the angel who awakened your deeper knowing. Archangel Michael assures you that this process won't always be easy, but it will be sacred. Old wounds may rise to the surface, not to torment you, but to be finally healed and released. This is the beauty of an angel's visitation. It doesn't just comfort you in the night, it rewrites your inner story. It shifts timelines, heals ancestral burdens, and reconnects you to divine guidance you may have forgotten. Archangel Michael says you were chosen for this moment. That angel stood over your bed because your soul is ready for more. Ready to rise. Ready to remember who you truly are. And as the days unfold, you might begin to see life through a new lens. Colors may seem more vibrant, silence may feel more peaceful, and even ordinary moments may begin to carry a strange, sacred weight. That's not your imagination. Archangel Michael says that once an angel has touched your energy field, the veil between the physical world and the spiritual world becomes thinner. You are no longer simply moving through time, you are now moving through divine purpose. Each step you take is being guided more carefully, more gently, and more powerfully than before. You may notice that your dreams become more vivid, even prophetic. Pay attention to symbols, birds, lights, stairways, flowing water, open doors. These are not just dreams, they are messages. Visions. Directions. The angel who stood beside your bed is now walking beside your spirit, using your dreams to continue communicating with you. Archangel Michael wants you to understand that nothing is coincidence anymore. Every whisper of intuition, every shiver of truth, every unexplained sense of knowing, it's all part of the divine conversation now unfolding in your life. You might also begin to feel a stronger sense of inner knowing. Decisions that once felt confusing now feel clearer. People you once tried to hold on to no longer feel aligned with your soul's frequency. You're not being cold, you're being called. Archangel Michael reveals that this new clarity is the result of angelic light burning away the fog of fear and confusion. You're beginning to recognize your true power. Your soul is stepping forward. The angelic visitation was the activation moment. Sometimes, the after-effects of an angel's presence can bring deep emotional waves. One day you may feel an overwhelming peace, and the next, you may feel an unexpected sadness. Don't fear these feelings. You're shedding layers. Archangel Michael says the soul is like a garden, and the angel came last night to pull out the weeds, old pain, lingering doubt, silent guilt. What rises afterward is simply part of the healing. Let it rise. Let it leave. You may also become more sensitive to energy. Noisy crowds might drain you, loud environments might feel overwhelming. That's because your vibration is shifting. You are becoming more attuned to the divine frequency. You'll crave stillness. Crave nature. Crave moments where you can just be. Archangel Michael reminds you that this is not isolation, it is incubation. You are being reborn. And just like a caterpillar in the cocoon, the stillness is sacred. Now is the time to start listening more closely. To your heartbeats. To your breath. To that voice inside that's becoming stronger. The angel who stood over your bed last night came to awaken that voice. The one that knows who you truly are. The one that remembers the reason you came into this life. That angel is not gone, it's just stepped back into the unseen, gently waiting for you to rise fully into who you were always meant to be. Archangel Michael says, when you were sleeping, your soul was receiving codes of light. These codes are divine frequencies sent to unlock gifts within you, spiritual gifts that have been dormant until now. You may start sensing energies in a room. You may know things before they happen. You may start speaking words you didn't prepare, yet they bring healing to others. These are not accidents. These are activations. This journey is not about religion. It's about divine connection. It's about remembering that you are not just a physical being having a spiritual experience, you are a spiritual being temporarily living in a physical world. The angel's presence last night was to shake that memory loose inside you. Archangel Michael says that from this moment on, you are no longer walking alone. You never were. But now, you are aware, and now that your awareness has shifted, your energy will begin to call in new experiences, people who speak your soul's language, synchronicities that align so perfectly they seem scripted by heaven, and moments of insight that change how you view everything. Archangel Michael assures you, these changes are not random. The angel that visited you last night set all of this in motion. Your life is being recalibrated by divine intelligence. You may also feel a rising sense of purpose, even if you're unsure what it looks like yet. That inner pull towards something greater, that's not restlessness. That's remembrance. Your soul knows it came here with a divine assignment. And now, the angelic realm is gently guiding you back toward it. The visit was a spiritual signal to your higher self. A reminder that your journey matters. That your voice, your light, your healing, are needed now more than ever. Archangel Michael says, the angel's presence beside your bed was a mark of divine selection. You were not chosen because you're perfect. You were chosen because you're ready. Ready to release what no longer serves you. Ready to trust what can't yet be seen. Ready to walk forward even when the path ahead seems hidden in shadow. Because in that shadow, the angel still walks beside you. In this awakening, your senses will sharpen. You may hear soft ringing in your ears, feel energy shifts in your body, or experience sudden chills when truth enters your space. Don't ignore these. They're confirmations. The angel left an energetic imprint on you, a sort of spiritual signature that remains connected to your energy field. This imprint acts like a signal to the divine, attracting more angelic support whenever it's needed. At times, you may question yourself. Wonder if you're just imagining it all. That's natural. But Archangel Michael urges you to trust your heart more than your mind in this season. Logic will doubt. The soul will know. And the more you lean into that knowing, the more support you'll begin to feel, subtle nudges, divine delays, perfect timings, and inner peace that makes no sense. You might also begin to feel compelled to change certain habits or environments. Maybe you'll be drawn to clean out clutter, step away from people who drain you, or seek out more time alone. This is all part of the transformation. The angel's presence cleared energetic pathways that were once blocked. Now your spirit is trying to move forward freely. Let it. Don't resist the changes that feel right deep within. That's your intuition being led by the same divine hand that sent the angel to you. Archangel Michael also speaks of a light that has now been reactivated within your soul. A light you may have dimmed over time. A light that trauma tried to bury. That society tried to silence. But the angel's touch rekindled it. And you may find that this light begins to shine through your actions, your voice, your presence. Others may even begin to notice something different about you. Without knowing why, they may feel calmer around you, more open, more healed. That's the angelic energy flowing through you now. There will be signs, repeating numbers like 111, 444, or 777, the sudden appearance of white feathers, flickering lights when you're deep in thought, or unexplained sensations of warmth near your hands or heart. All of these are confirmations that the angelic realm is near. Archangel Michael says these are not coincidences. They are guideposts. Road markers from heaven reminding you, stay the course. This transformation doesn't mean life will be without challenge. But it does mean you'll face those challenges differently. Stronger. More aligned. More rooted in your spiritual truth. And when fear arises, as it sometimes will, remember the angel that stood over your bed. Remember its silence, its presence, its message. You are held. You are seen. And you are not walking this path alone. So if last night felt different, if the air around you carried a stillness too deep to explain, if you sensed something standing near you, even in the quiet darkness, believe it. An angel was there. And its presence was not just to comfort you, but to remind you of the divine truth that has always lived inside your soul. You are being guided. You are being protected. And you are being prepared. Archangel Michael says this moment marks a turning point in your life. A spiritual door has opened, and the light now pouring in will illuminate every step ahead. All you need to do is trust, breathe, and continue forward with faith. Heaven is not far. It is closer than you think. And from this moment on, you will never be the same.